People are saying that Supercell made a big mistake by launching the new game Moko globally and saying that the game died before it even started. But why is that? And is it actually true? Well, believe it or not, but the daily players don't represent how successful the game is, especially when it's new. Because if we look at other Supercell games like Clash Royale, we can clearly see that top number of players wasn't in its first year or second. Same goes for Brawl Stars, which had its peak active players in February 2024. Well, let's go further a little bit. We have League of Legends, one of the most successful games, and it's the same thing. We can see that throughout the years the game made huge changes and upgrades that made it better and more successful. Now, like every Supercell games, it always has those loyal players that they stay for years playing the game and never get bored of it. This is one of the few things that makes Supercell a successful mobile game company. Now, is MoCo actually falling down? Well, when it was launched in Mars 2025, it received over 2 million downloads. But the active players number isn't official, but if you play MoCo, you can tell that it's not low. But one of the bad things about it is that it's actually pretty boring to watch, unlike Clash Royale, for example, which is actually good for Supercell, but in the same time, it's bad in the long run, because people would get bored playing it. That's why the game needs to put new events and make changes to keep players in the game, by making it more competitive or make the progressing in the game smoother. But in my opinion, Moko have a lot of potential because of the new concept and graphics and the design. And trusting the company that's leading the game since it got one of the strongest gaming communities. And even though it didn't have a good start like Clash Royale, but Brawl Stars didn't have the best start either. And with the crazy work they are putting it, I think it's just the start. Drop what you think in the comments. Do you think it's too repetitive? Or it's not competitive enough? Or some might say it's too simple. Well, keep in mind that this is how most games start, and Supercell will build some competition in the future. Also, the updates will keep players entertained. Now I'll leave you all with quick gameplay. Don't forget to leave me a feedback in the comments.